The following broadcast is a Nighthawk Network presentation. What's going on, y'all? What's happening? It's your boy E-Buck in the building, and it is time for my new show, the one we call the Up in Them Folks Business Podshow, where we are talking celebrity rumors and news and such. I do appreciate all y'all tuning in this evening that wants to get it in. So without further ado, let me hit the Hollywood mode. And it's time to see what's going on in these folks and get up in their business. Now, if y'all saw the first show, you already know what this bag represents. It represents these folks' business that we getting into. Rest in peace, PAB. Let's see whose business we about to get up into this week, y'all. What we got? All right. Let us see who. I see some producer equipment, DVDs, some things of that nature. Well, if it's that, then I think I know who business we about to get up into first, y'all. Looks like we gonna be talking about this brother right here. Y'all know who that is. Sean P. Diddy Combs. Time to get up in your business, bro, because you are the talk of the biz right now. After what happened with you and Cassie and the quick settlement of the lawsuit, it seemed like on her way out the door, she opened that closet and all them skeleton bones is falling down. All of a sudden, everybody and their mama is trying to get that lawsuit on you, bruh. They say you've been very naughty out here in these streets. Now, as far as we know, it's at least 3 lawsuits that went down since that time, all claiming some type of sexual harassment or sexual uncomfortability on one P. Diddy Combs. Very interesting that they are not only suing P. Diddy, the individual, but also his businesses, which is, of course, part of why we assume he stepped down from his Revolt situation. You know, he is head of Revolt. He is the well, at least he was the head of Revolt. He has now stepped down in order to get some of that off of the business itself. Look, man, here's the thing. This very much sounds like that whole Bill Cosby situation all over again, where you got this brother and all these people accusing him of similar stuff, things of that nature. All of a sudden, now everybody is either trying to get paid, allegedly, or these things happen and they just feel like this is the time to come clean about Sean Combs. It's time to tell what he done did, okay? I don't want to believe he did it, man. I don't want to believe he did any of it, okay? P. Diddy has done some good things for the community over the years. We all know what some of those are. But in the same token, the rumors about P. Diddy has been out here for just as long. We also know that the wild parties and such that people have hinted about over the years, some of the crazy situations. We know some of everybody that spoke on P. Diddy, in particular these last few weeks, but probably nobody is up in that brother's business more than, let me see, who we want to talk about here? All right, I see some more CDs, some TV shows, some say Power. Oh, okay. We talking about all that, then I guess we got to discuss how this brother right here, y'all know who that is. That is Curtis Jackson, is all up in Sean Combs' business as well. What's 50 got to do with puppy? Well, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, them two brothers don't get along. And it's been like that for quite some time now. But apparently, 50, y'all know over the years, 50 has been a big time troll, particularly on his IG, where he gets to picking with people and he like to pick it to the bone is clean, okay? That 50 a dirty dude when it comes to social media sometimes, you know? But in the same token, you do not want to owe that brother money either. You know, he didn't been about that business with the Instagram too. Nonetheless, it seems like he is making it his mission to dog out and dog on anything P. Diddy related. If you are on IG, just look up 50 Cent's Instagram and go back through the last week or two. Anything that has anything to do with this case, it seems like 50 is coming up with it and putting it out there for public consumption, okay? Now, see, it was bad enough all that transpired, and 50 is on him like that, but he going one step further. He is saying that he wants to make a documentary about this whole scenario involving P. Diddy. Now, first, you know, because 50 is always clowning and whatnot, you thought, man, leave that brother alone. Why are you clowning that dude? But apparently, 50 really want to do this. He really trying to make that happen on some serious stuff. He wants to make a whole documentary about the whole P. Diddy situation. He's supposedly talking to some people that have things to say in regards to the actions of one Sean Combs and what their life will, you know, during the time it was in his presence was about and all that good stuff. He's saying he really wants to do a documentary. Why you got to do that, brother, like that, 50? Why, man? You got so much other stuff of your own going on that you could contend with. Not to mention your closet when we open it ain't completely clean, bro. We know it's a couple things in there that we rather not talk about, right? Why you got to do P. Diddy like that? You really, really don't like that brother like that? That's messed up, bruh. That's messed up, bruh. Why you got to do him like that, man? All I know is it's getting ugly. And, you know, like I said, the stories have been coming out, but the craziest, or at least the most interesting story, I guess, that it came out in the last 7 days in regards to one Sean P. Combs is somebody else that want to discuss their business, or at least they allegedly situation with P. Diddy Combs. That would be this brother right here. Bam! That, for people who don't know that brother, is Columbus Short. Now, keep in mind, Columbus Short, for people that are in the know, his two greatest claims to fame probably is one, his role as one of the people that were the fixers on that show we know, A Scandal. I do miss that show. That was a damn good quality television, okay? But then, of course, the other thing that you probably know Columbus Short for, that brother again, is his relationship, in fact, his former marriage to one Corinne Stephens, the one known in these streets as Superhead. Yeah, I'm just let that marinate for a second. I know some of y'all kind of, when I mention that name and whatnot, whatever y'all was thinking about, shame on you. But anyway, yeah, this brother has come out on social media and said that at one point he received a call late at night one night from one P. Diddy Combs. Talking about he tried him. He tried me, bruh. What exactly did he mean by that? Allegedly. Apparently, he is saying that one night P. Diddy wanted him to come to his hotel room to see what was really good. Now, understand, this ain't the first time somebody has questioned whether or not Mr. Combs is about that life as well. In other words, down for whoever, whatever, male, female, otherwise. You see what I'm saying? And I guess that's what Columbus was inferring, allegedly. Now, again, Diddy, if you got something to tell us, it's all good, bro. In this age of 2023, if you want to let the world know that you are down for whoever, whatever, that is completely your business, bro. Nobody should fault you. Nobody should shame you for that. Do you love who you love? But in the same token, let's just assume allegedly that what Columbus Short is alleging is not true. Bruh, why you do that? You know, Puffy going through it with your man's 50 as it is. That dude right there. So why you, Columbus Short, had to put your 2 cents in it if it wasn't true? Now, if it was true, man, it sounds like clickbait to me. You said that because it's time for me to get a little bit of attention. Let me throw Diddy's name in the mix with what I know. Because understand, there are the A-list celebrities, that dude, that dude, that dude. And then there are people on the lower levels. That would be you, bruh. So unless you felt like you had to tell your truth in that moment, and this time called for you to keep it real, I think you shouldn't have said that. I think you should have kept that to yourself. But then again, some people have pointed out, and I'm sure some of y'all are thinking the same thing. Why would he try you, bruh? Unless you kind of somehow made it to where you was worth trying. Interesting. Don't know, man. Long story short, I think you should have left it alone, man. In the end, Diddy, you still got a lot of things to work out. I know you've been on your social media and basically said that you are tired of people dragging your name through the mud, and you about to come back out swinging and whatnot. We shall see what you have to say. I would imagine that when I look in this bag again sometime soon, we'll still be up in your business. But I need you to handle your business and get your business settled. And if you did these things, bruh, I guess it's time to pay up. But if you didn't do it, you need to somehow prove that you did. I don't know how you do that per se. But yeah, it's not looking good for you right now. Anyway, let's talk about some more positive news. Let's get into some positive business for folks. Let me see. Where that bag at again? All right, hold on. Here you go. Yeah, I see it all. Let's see. Who else business we can get up into? Okay, we see a couple DVD, couple movies. I see some say Dirty, Dirty South. I see that Arts to St. Louis. Oh, okay. I know who business we about to get into there. That's all that's going on. Look like we about to get up into these two people's business. Bam, bam. Yeah. That would be Young Nelly and Miss Ashanti. Y'all know them. Y'all know part of the story. Once upon a time, those two people were very much in a relationship. They was in love, okay? They was making all the rounds. They was seen everywhere. They was a beautiful couple. Then around 12, 13, they was like, no, this don't work for me no more. It's time for us to go our separate ways. And we assumed that was going to be it. Now, apparently, somewhere down the line, earlier this year, they decided, let's spin the block. You know how it is when you had that one ex that you just can't seem to leave alone. Besides, y'all done seen some of them pictures of Shantae on vacation in the bikinis and whatnot. I ain't mad at you, Nelly. I ain't mad. That sister got it going on. Plus, she is beautiful. We all know that. But anyway, somewhere down the line, either he called her, she called him. I'm thinking he called her, no doubt. And they done gone ahead and hooked back up. And now they is back together again. And things is going very well, apparently. So well, in fact, that they have decided to procreate. For those of y'all that's not quite as learned to know what procreate means, that means they're about to have a baby, y'all. They about to have a baby, allegedly, according to sources. They are about to be parents. Well, keep in mind, Nelly already a parent. He has 2 kids already that we know of. But apparently this will be the first child for Miss Ashanti. And Ashanti is of a particular age. I do believe she is in her 40s. So, that's very interesting when you in your 40s decide to have your first child. That is something I'm clearly sure that she is not going into lightly if that is the case. Because remember, allegedly, that is the case. I myself, I like it. I like it a lot. Look at these two. Look at them together. That, my friends, is a beautiful couple, okay? Those are two people that I like together. I like seeing them together. I like how they look together. Hollywood is Hollywood. These couples come and go all the time. But that couple, I'm hoping, is going to last this time. And I'm looking forward to them being beautiful parents and making a beautiful child together, and that child having a wonderful life with two very famous parents that got much talent. Okay, so congratulations again to Ashante and young Nelly on their upcoming child, if it is indeed true. So yeah, I like that business there. I want to get into somebody else's business now. Okay, run the bag back, run it back, B. Let's see. Who else been that we about to get up into? Okay. Okay, I see. I see some more CDs. I see more. Okay. Oh, okay. I see who this is. Yeah, looks like we about to get into this young lady's business now. I know y'all know who that is. Yes, yes, yes. That is, of course, the one and only Britney, bitch. That's Britney Spears. Okay, let's get up into her business for a minute, shall we? Okay, as you know, Britney is out here. We know about the whole situation. Conservatorship is gone. She is left her husband. The divorce is working out and what have you. So now it seems that after her book has come out and done quite well, man, you, and there is talk of her doing new albums and stuff in the upcoming year. It seems like she is changing some things in her life. Among them, her relationship with her family, who she basically had very little to deal with in the last few years. She has now been seen, and it's been acknowledged that her mom is back in her life. Her sister is in her life. And now it seems the one person that she really had issue with, she would like for him to be back in her life as well. That would be her father. Remember, that becomes interesting because, of course, her father was at one time the head of her life, literally. He was her conservator. He was in charge of all her business and personal decisions. For those of you who have the book, check it out. Keep in mind, I've had the book on my Audible for a few weeks now. I have yet to listen to a single minute of it. Well, I've just been busy, really. It's not that I don't care. I'm sure it's interesting. Like I said, I've heard little snippets of things. I'm gonna check it out at some point. I'm gonna get to it. It's just it's hard, man, when it comes to Miss Britney Spears. I like her. In terms of her singing talent, not a big Britney fan per se. I do like some of her songs. Of course, like some of her video work and whatnot. Do not care for how she is running her IG right now. Britney, 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 what is it with you and wanting to be naked all the time on IG? It's a bad look, boo. Keep in mind, we all are happy that you are quote unquote free and what have you. But I think you're doing a little bit too much, boo. A little bit too much. And understand, for everybody that's coming back in your life, the one group of people I think you really want to have a better relationship with, that's going to take a lot more work. That would be your children. And we know that the main reason, allegedly, why they don't choose to contend with you as much is because of what you're doing in the IG. You embarrassing them children, nah? You doing them wrong. You're going on IG, you're showing us your boobies, you're showing us your booty. If you could show us your gooch, you would. Because in some of them photos, you're darn near dead, okay? What we know about Britney is that, yeah, she got a couple tattoos and she keeps her body very clean from here on down. We know that all too well because at least once a week, you showing us what's really good, okay? I should not know that, okay, let me not go too far, okay? We know what Britney looked like to some great degree based on her IG, okay? Let's leave it at that. The bottom line is your children know it too, and more importantly, the people who are around your children, their classmates and such, know it. I can only imagine, as cruel as some kids could be in this day and age, some of the teasing that may go on. Some of them, I seen your mama's booty last night. Look good. I want some. Anything to that effect. I imagine them kids is like, man, mama. Come on, mama. Stop showing your gooch, mama. Stop showing people your giddies. What is you doing? You killing us out here in these streets. That's why we moved to Hawaii, because living in Cali was just too bad with it. But even still, you are Britney Spears and they are the children. All that's going to follow them, okay? You got to do better on that front, okay? I understand you wants to show your independence. Can we show the independence with more of the bikini shots, perhaps? With some nice, scantily clad outfits that don't show the whole enchilada? I mean, yeah, you're a nice looking woman of a particular age. We acknowledge that. But must we know that every other day on your IG? Yeah, I know I have the right to just go ahead and flip you off my IG and whatnot. But, I am concerned about your well being as a human being. I do wish you well. I don't want you to relapse into some of the bad things that occurred in your life previous. We are concerned about you, those people that care. But in the same token, Brittany, you got to slow some of that down. Your kid's almost adult. Man, in a few years, you might be Grandma Brittany. Do you want your grandkids seeing the goods like that there? I don't think you do. I don't think you do. Anyway, yeah, so that's what we're talking about with Brittany. Good luck with what's going on with your fam. Yeah, talk to the kids, okay? Anyway, this is the Up in Them Folks Business Pod Show. I'm your boy E-Buck. I know this is a new one. Y'all not used to the time and whatnot. I'm hoping that, if you don't catch this live, you will catch this later on and make your comments in regards to some of the things. And also, because it is the People Show and y'all often have business that y'all like to talk about on the social media as well, feel free to hit up my IG at eNighthawk. That's ENIGHTHAWK. And leave some stuff in the DMs that you may want to consider to talk about, or you might have a little knowledge there. Keep in mind, I am looking for a couple co-hosts for this show somewhere down the line. So if you're interested in having a podcast or being a part of this podcast, you got some good stuff to say, by all means, hit me up. Let's talk about it. Let's see what works. Be willing to use the word allegedly a lot, because it's that type of discussion. And ain't nobody trying to get sued. Ain't nobody trying to go there with folks, okay? That part. Because we know sometimes when we up in their business, it ain't always their business. It's just what we think their business is. Anyway, when we come back, we're going to get in some more folks' business here on the show. In the meanwhile, let me see if I can find one of them promos for y'all. Hold on. Because we've been working on the promos and whatnot. Let me show y'all some of my handiwork right quick. We'll be right back. This is the Up in Them Folks Business Pod Show. We'll be right back after these words from the Nighthawk Network. Nighthawk Network, our voices for our people.
On Blog Talk Radio or where most great music podcasts are located. Don't forget.
What's going on, y'all? We are back. This is the Up in Them Folks Business Pod Show. I am your boy E-Buck. Talking about some celebrity news and gossip and such. That's what we doing on Thursdays now. We talking about those celebs and what they got going. Who business we about to get up into now? Let's see. Let's grab the bag. Let's grab the bag. Let's see. We got the bag back. All right, we digging this folks' business here. Looks like we gonna get into some big business. I see a lot of dollar bills and such. I also see some purple. Oh, I know. That means we about to get into this lady's business. That would be one Oprah Winfrey. And look at that particular picture of Oprah. Oprah, my girl, you looking good. You looking real good, okay? You looking like new money. Even though, she not new money no more, but she is big money. She big money. And of course, in showing you this photo, let me give you one more good look at it. The talk is that, one, congratulations on the Color Purple movie and your involvement in that. A lot of Oscar buzz about that movie already. Definitely looking forward to seeing it when it comes out. Starring folks like Taraji P. Henson and Fantasia Barrino. And of course, little sister, we know her as Haley Bailey. Definitely want to check that out. It's basically the musical form of the original movie, The Color Purple, which is, of course, the adaptation of the book by Miss Alice Walker. Nonetheless, Oprah is being talked about because they are saying in this lovely photo that, yes, once again, Oprah has hit the weight loss scenario, but they're saying this time, as opposed to putting in the work at the gym and sweating it out and whatnot and dieting and whatnot, that they think she done hit some of them dietary pills and did it that way. First and foremost, that's Oprah freaking Winfrey. Put some respect on her name, okay? Same about, Oprah didn't struggle with her weight for many years now. We done all struggled with it. Trust me, I understand. But in the same token, I don't give a blue smurf how she lost the weight. If she did it and she looking like this in her 50s, be happy for that sister, period, okay? She is worth billions of dollars, all right? Billions. So if she got the tummy tuck, if she got the lipo, the cryogenic freezing, whatever she did to get it looking like that, don't be mad. Y'all not mad at people like Cardi B? And she will tell you in a minute, yeah, I got the work done. I sure the hell did. And I look good. And yes, Cardi B do look good. And yes, Oprah is looking good, okay? But I thought Oprah looked good even when she was a bigger Oprah, okay? And for some of y'all, it don't matter what she look like. Oprah got that breed. Oprah could be Pillsbury Doughboy. Y'all still would say Oprah look good. Because that's how some of y'all work. It's true. It's damn true. But nonetheless, Oprah is looking wonderful. Keep up the good work, Miss Winfrey. And keep up the good work out here in these streets doing what you do for so many folks. Let us celebrate her and give her flowers for that. Let's not be so concerned about how she done lost the weight. Let's be happy she did, okay? Let's hope that she continues to maintain that body. Because, again, it ain't easy. Again, trust me, I know. So, yeah, we done got an Oprah's business. Who else been that we about to get into? Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. All right. Oh, yeah. We definitely got to get in her business. Keep in mind, somebody received one of the biggest honors of the year. They were named in Time Magazine the Person of the Year. And I completely agree with this pick. Who business we about to get into? I see some red lipstick. I see glitter. I see DVD CD. Yeah, obviously we about to get into the business of one Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift, y'all. Like y'all don't know who that is. Because in the end, if you didn't know who she was at the beginning of the year, I'm sure a lot of you know who she is now. That's the type of year that one Taylor Swift, young Tay Tay as I call her, is having out here in these streets. Think about it. First of all, her Eras tour. That tour that she started earlier in the year and is still doing internationally right now. That tour has made over $1.5 billion and counting. First of all, the highest paid tour ever. And I mean ever. And just think about some of the musical artists that we have seen over the years, the Beatles, Michael Jackson, Prince, Janet Jackson, Whitney Houston. She done made more money on this tour than any of them have. That is quite an accomplishment. More importantly, she has done great things with said money, including giving all the people in her circle that helped to make it happen, truck drivers and all, some substantial bonuses. That is to be commended. That is just awesome. So not only is you making your money, but you are spreading the wealth. She also has come out with an album and has produced 3 number one hits this year alone. She is nominated for several Grammy Awards and all the other awards in the award show season. You will see her pop up quite a bit in 2024 as a result of that. So she might go back to back with the Person of the Year, perhaps. I doubt it, but nonetheless, you cannot deny her name and her picture and face has been out here much, especially since she started dating one Travis Kelce of the Kansas City Chiefs, one of the better players in the NFL. She has definitely increased his profile for sure. But in the end, you name it, she has done it. We got the concerts, we got the music, we got her movie of the concert tour that has made $100+ million and is now the highest grossing concert movie ever. Ever. Not even close. Ever. Understand that Miss Beyonce, her concert movie came out and it was the number one movie in the box office this week, on a week that's traditionally pretty slow. The week after Thanksgiving, they say oftentimes people choose not to even have a movie come out the week after Thanksgiving because it is not attended well in terms of movie watching. So congrats to Beyonce. But even in that, when Beyonce movie came out, Beyonce was the movie, but the talk of the scenario was the fact that Taylor Swift showed up to watch the movie with Beyonce at the opening, just like Beyonce showed up at her opening for her movie. Several of her celebrity friends have been cited with her over the year, and that has increased their profile. It's good to be the wife of Patrick Mahomes, Miss Brittany Mahomes. She's been seen quite a bit, and they say have become some of the best of friends. Mama Kelsey has gotten a greater profile since Tay Tay has come in their lives, okay? She is money right now. Top 5 sales of Kansas City Chiefs gear accredited to the Taylor effect. The best non-selling athlete jersey in NFL.com. When basically you look at what name you want to put on the jersey instead, the most highest selling name outside of the players' names is Swift or Swifty for the Kansas City Chiefs. So yeah, Person of the Year, absolutely, 100%, totally agree, and well deserved. The money gonna keep rolling in. The accolades, I'm sure, will continue to roll in 2024. As far as the relationship, very curious to see what happens after football season, when they probably will get more time to spend more time with one another. The one thing about Taylor Swift, she is not the best track record in terms of long-term relationships. She's had a couple, but she is in her mid-30s now. He's in his mid-30s. I would like to see him and her be together for real. But in the same token, in Hollywood, you know how these things go. I wish them well. And as we are about to wind down the show in the Up in Them Folks Business Pod show, because keep in mind, we don't ever want to keep y'all too long on this topic unless it's something that's really juicy and we can really have some discussion. And I'm hoping that as the show grows and y'all get to know it, that more of you will chime in with your thoughts and processes. But we're going to finish up getting in this person's business. I will say you the dramatics of the bag. I just want to take some time to talk about This man, we are up in his business, I'm afraid, for the last time, as this a person who you may not know by face, but probably know by name. That would be Mr. Norman Lear. God rest his soul, as he has left us earlier this week at the age of 101 years of age. Now, understand, it is a true blessing when any of us can make it to the ripe old age of 101. Okay, hard to have any bad misgivings about anybody's life when they were fortunate and blessed enough to live to be over 100. And then when you consider the life work of one Norman Lear, who biggest claim to fame, for those of you who don't know, has created some of the most iconic sitcoms in the history of television. Some so iconic, in fact, they pretty much have changed the way we do TV to this day. Now, keep in mind, you have Mr. Laurie, who is the current king of comedy in terms of the TV sitcom. You know, Laurie, of course, has created such great shows as Big Bang Theory, Two and a Half Men, etc. But before there was Laurie, there was, of course, Norman Lear. Norman Lear created some of the biggest television shows of all time. Among them, All in the Family, The Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, Archie Bunker's Place, Three's Company, Different Strokes. Yes, people. Think about that. Just let some of them marinate in your mind. Maud, okay? Facts of Life. Just several iconic shows, okay? And then there are those that he had a hand in that we don't even know about, all right? Now, of course, when we talk about Mr. Norman Lear, his partner for a long time in some of those shows was Bud Yorkin. Don't know who that is? By all means, this is the perfect opportunity for y'all to do a little research and look it up. Hit the Wikipedia. Hit the documentaries even. There are a few documentaries about both of those individuals. A name you will also hear that is connected to them is one Eric Monty. When I go back and look at the show later on, I want to put the link to a documentary about Eric Monte. That is ERICMONTE, a person that had a lot to do with some of those shows that I just spoke of and didn't get nearly the credit that he should have in regards to creating those shows, or at least being a part of that. Particularly when we talk about Good Times, that was based upon Cabrini Green's, where he grew up in Chicago. By all means, when I post that and you can look at that documentary, it will tell you a lot. So keep in mind, as we talk about the great Norman Lear, there are some things we can kind of question about how he dealt with certain people in his life, but his legacy we cannot deny. Like I said, to this day, many of those shows you still can go back and watch right now. I mean, you look at the places to watch those classic shows such as Catchy. Catchy is one that I'm liking. You can find that on digital TV in most of the places where you are. But of course, if you can't, then you can probably catch some of those shows on the YouTube in their entirety, full episodes of some of those classic shows. In the end, just look up the name Norman Lear and just kind of rebel in that. Like I said, the I think you would just gather some great information just from looking at the Wikipedia page of the man, okay? He was involved in television even in the early days of television. He goes back some 60 plus years in TV. So keeping in mind that he was still doing and producing shows, remember, live in front of a studio audience, that I hate that we probably won't see again because he's no longer with us, but would love to see somebody carry on that tradition where they had people do the parts of some of those iconic people in shows. Perhaps I will post a link to a couple of those as well. Just great TV. I mean, keep in mind, If you are fortunate enough to be alive in your 50s, 60s, and 70s, you know some of the sitcoms, how they were before, the Lieber and Beavers and whatnot, where they were entertaining shows, but didn't really tackle any of today's what went on. When you think of Archie Bunker and the Justice, they tackle real tough and real deep issues: child abuse, abortion, racism, gender inequalities, a lot of stuff like that. And again, these were things that were going on in America at the time, but he was the person who allowed those things to be seen on television and really talked about. He made shows that, yeah, they made you laugh, but they also made you think. They also brought you to tears. It was what TV was truly meant to be, a reflection of our lives. Though we want to get away to some degree, we also want to see people that look like us, people that go through what we go through, because that made it more relatable to the audience. I think that was what his true goal was in doing his shows. And I got that. And like I said, I hate that a lot of today's television doesn't really do it to that degree. That it's on a whole different mission that I really don't understand sometimes. That's why I'm glad we are fortunate to have a few shows that seem to touch things like that. Abbott Elementary, for example. Y'all know I love that show. Shows of that nature and quality that kind of dig into things and talk about today's issues. Those are the things that we will miss now that Norman Lear is no longer with us. But of course, we still have the legacy of all those great shows that we can go back and watch to this day. And by all means, we got some time, the end of the year's coming up. We got winter break for the kids and whatnot. You want to give them something to watch that's of some substance for a change instead of some of the mindless dribble they watch on YouTube and such. Have them turn on some Archie Bunker, some What's Happening or whatnot. Kind of relive your old memories. Have some discussions about some of the topics that come up, Good TV. Good TV. At any rate, folks, that will end it for this edition of the Up and Them Folks Business Pod Show. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you had any comments, if you tune in later on after the fact, y'all know how that go. By all means, please put them in the commentary. We will get back with you. And then next time around, we'll get into some other folks' business. Remember, Hollywood people, many of them started out just like you and I, with nothing to show but they self and they word. They became what they are now. Remember, deep inside, most of them are still people just like you and I. Keep that in mind while we all up in their business, okay? Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Till next time, next week, Nighthawk Network, our voices, our people, we is up outie. Let me hit it, because again, no outro yet. Got to get production on business, okay? In the meanwhile, y'all know what we do. No outro, that means intro 2 times. Deucey.